Oh. Spooky. Spooky music. The streets are quiet. Oil lamps light the way inside the heart, but once you cross the bridge to the eastern hold, everything is plunged into darkness. Let's be quiet. The moon glows high in the sky, giving everything a cold gleam. It shines in the distance on a blade being drawn. Hey, who the fuck? Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. For real shit. A small band gets on their feet, men and women both. Bitches, I'll kill you? Surely we can pretend to talk this out. I'm not talking this out. You're all getting stabbed. Oh, the Miss is feisty. It's time for the confrontation you fucking crave. Yeah, fight, fight. Everybody's going down. Oh, fuck yeah, I can take them. Fuck the shadow shit. I don't know about this yet. I'm gonna punch everybody. They do not expect the Mist to charge them. You're damn right they don't. Ah! I'm sorry, I got really excited. Oh! They do not expect you to slam one of them against the wall. What the? And he looks at you, stunned, as do the others, before the handle of your knife crashes down on him, putting him out of commission for a short while. How strange. They all move so slow. What you lack in technique, you compensate with raw strength, inhuman for your frame, fueled by the darkness that bathes the city in night. Oh! You feel a pull around your arms, where your cloak is secured. Motherfuck! Oh, no you don't! Silas kicks the arm of the woman assaulting you and puts a knife to her throat. Do you want more? We already knocked one of your guys out cold. We can do 2 or 3 more. One of them spits on the ground. Freaks. Silas kicks the woman again and she releases your cloak. Silent stalemate follows, in which no moves are made. Then cautiously, your feet take several retreating steps. Will they attack as soon as you turn your back? The one on the ground has her knife out, and you almost think she wants to throw it at you, but you manage to round the corner unharmed. Silas grabs your wrist. Run? What was that? What? What do you mean? One moment you were by my side, and the next you're smashing a guy's head against the wall. What are you? I'm just fucking sick as hell, dude. I'm just so lucky, that's all. I'm just super lucky and super cool and badass. And also, I fucking will punch a bitch. That wasn't luck. Are you like the Miss? Is that it? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not like her. She curses loudly. What? I wanted to help. I wanted to help. They were 5 against 2. I didn't want you to get hurt on my behalf. Looked like you could handle them just fine. Why am I even around then? Oh, that's right. You're... Oh no. Does this make you upset as a bodyguard? I guess it probably would, huh? Sorry. Don't make that face. Let's hit the hay and wake up tomorrow and all this will just be a strange dream. Yep, totally. Okay. Whoops. Footsteps wake you up. They turn into creaking as Silas descends the stairs. Oh. Hear the door whine open, then close. Is she still upset? Dress yourself and walk downstairs as well. Door to the privy is open and the 2 buckets are gone. Wooden tub in the middle of the room still looks out of place. Far too lavish for the rest of the place. Door swings open. Silas has filled the buckets with water and she places them by the entrance before closing the door behind herself. Hey. What's wrong? It wasn't a strange dream after all. It was real, what you did. She fears you. Well, tits. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt you, dude. Does the miss know? Is that why she acts so chummy with you? Has she always known? I think so. Silence falls between you. Silas takes one of the buckets and heads for the privy. I'll go refresh myself. Okay. Well, after you wash away, sleep as well, you find her sitting at the table. I don't remember if you know how to use the dagger I gave you. I don't. She hums. When Marine arrives, she brings a basket full of fragrant dark bread sprinkled with olives. Ooh! Something happened between you two. Silas glares at her. I mean, I should probably intervene. Silas is just gonna be even more angry, I feel like. They're just gonna get into it. They're already contentious enough. I'll be the middleman here. We met some ruffians on the way back from the Rose. Marne places the basket on the table. Without a word, Silas reaches for breakfast. And, now Silas has seen firsthand what I can do. And what would that be? I hate when you do that, asking questions when you already know the answer. Your answer is clearly different from mine. Look at your face. You're terrified of her. Should you not be in awe instead? Don't tell me what to think! I'm not doing that. Okay. Listen. Hoi. I barely fucking understand this myself, okay? Listen. I swear, I don't even understand what happened myself. So you don't know how you drove those ruffians off? I mean, I know how, but like not why I can do it, okay? I didn't ask for this. I know why. Zara, you're beautiful and ethereal, the envoy of something unfathomable. Wait. Silas puts the food down, looks between Marine and you with increased doubt. The goddess? Are you... No way. No. What? Wait, is the Trian goddess connected to the abyss? You highly doubt that. That mural did not look like it was depicting that. If anything, the two are opposing forces. But, are you certain? I mean, listen. What? No. Silas just jumped to this conclusion herself, and you can already see how her warmth towards you is back. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. You have the feeling your answer does not matter. Silas has already made up her mind. What sort of fucking story is she spinning in her head? Huh? One that favors you, you hope, but also I would actually like to know what... Huh? I'm so confused. We need more information. Can we actually get to the bottom of it? I mean, I'm sure that's the whole point of the whole fucking game. We probably won't get this answer anytime soon. But I'm so confused. How did you even get to this conclusion? Wait, why is she suddenly like on board again? She's illiterate, not stupid. Okay, sure. How about you leave some breakfast for us as well? Oh, sorry. The olives add a punch to the otherwise ordinary bread. When you're done eating, Marine stands up and straightens her dress. That delightful shop we visited some days ago. The Hand of Piety? I'd like to visit it again. Okay. Are you gonna buy something? Most likely. There were so many trinkets that caught my eye. Nice. Love trinkets. Silas leads you there. You begin to recognize squares and fountains, monuments, and other landmarks. As you approach the pawn shop, you notice a horse in black barding tied outside. That's bad news. We should wait until they're done. What, is that like the police? Until who is done? Do you see the horse? They're not allowed in the heart unless they're used by high-rank people of the guilds. The kind you don't want to cross. Speak for yourself. Before Silas can quip back, a man with a black doublet and a cloak similar to yours leaves the shop. He tips his hat to you before mounting the horse. Oh, I mean, that seemed pleasant enough. It's only when he leaves that Silas resumes breathing. I feel like you overreacted there a little bit, but okay. Cluttered, dusty, and full of hidden treasures, the pawn shop is a sight to behold. The owner, Malik was his name, stands out among the chaos in his striking garbs. Good morning. Please forgive my frown. Is there anything I can help you with? Not at the moment, no. I will be looking around. His eyes fall on you, but he looks away before you could call it staring. So? What did he want? Frown comes back. The whip? He came to remind me that my position is precarious, that my clothes violate the guild's rules, and that I need to be able to take collaterals within the Senate. I see. A punk ass. Do you want me to stab him? What? Guilds of Careless. When he was a boy, there was no need for a uniform. Have your father's tailored to fit you, said the whip. He raises the black doublet to observe the extravagant embroidery on the garment. Silver thread on dyed leather. Must have cost a fortune. Judging from the size, his father had become portly in his older age. The thought pierces his heart like a thorn, but the whip's stern warning keeps him focused on the present. There's simply not enough material to make his father's doublet fit him, and his eyes fall on his mother's. Interesting. It's really interesting how some of these are just like little snippets of a story instead of actually explaining what exactly the thing is. I want to ask both questions. Why is there a problem with your clothes? Members of the merchant and crafters guilds are apparently required to wear black. Oh, boring. Oh, that's right. Like, fucking people of the halls have to wear, like, blue or whatever, and bards have to wear fucking garish colors or whatever. That's so weird. To, like, police what color people have to be wearing? Whack. Just whack. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a uniform for work, but still weird. It's been like that for years. The pieces I need aren't ready yet. He sits behind the counter, sighs, then begins sifting through the pile of papers still there. I feel like I know the least about this guy. I want to talk to him more. He looks far too glad to push the document aside. Wait, I just remembered that you came on extremely weirdly strong the fucking first time we interacted. Now I have a slight regret. But also I'm curious. Fuck! I hate this. Yes? His eyes fall into yours and his words come back to you. His strange bout of passion. Yeah, I forgot about that until just now. Oops. Some days ago, you told me something strange. You said you see my eyes in your dreams? The color, yes. It's so rare and unmistakable. Just like anyone else, my dreams are sequences of images stringed along by no logic. Yet there are always flowers at the corner of my vision, growing among the tiles of a roof, adorning the headdress of a dancer, falling from murmuring lips. For years, they've populated my every dream, every time I reach out to pluck them. Sand touches the riot of flowers carved on his arm. They wilt before my very eyes. It's a color that exists, but when did this start? What? I don't fucking need your approval. Around 10 years ago, the flowers were infrequent at first, but gradually infested every single dream. There's something in his tail that you recognize, yet can't quite express. Shadows that dance on his scarred arm acknowledge you, yet do not offer themselves to you. Strange. Really fucking weird. Could Malik have some ties to the Abyss? But enough about my nights. I don't think it's proper to talk about them among strangers. So about this stuff. Tell me about all this stuff. It's a lot of neat stuff. I'm happy to show you. Which one caught your eye? The compass rose. Because the masks are kind of frightening, honestly, and I don't want anything to do with stuffed animals. Unless they're of the plushy variety. It's the only item without dust that you can see. Alec's fingers reach out for the ornament. Carolis worships the Triune goddess, as distant as she is, but Javidians, I just gotta commit to one of these pronunciations. It's gonna be Javidians. If somebody says it later in professional voice acting, I'll correct myself then, but for now we're just gonna stick to one, because otherwise every time I see this word I'm gonna cry a little bit. Javidians pledge themselves to one of the four winds. Point to the southeast seems to have a sheen to it. You've noticed. I'm a follower of Shluk, far-reaching. Kirlesians call him Shiroko. You enjoy your time in the shop and leave once the bell rings the half hour. Oh, okay. Guess we don't get to find out anything more about Shluk. Once you leave, Marine shows you her purchase. A jeweled comb and a bottle of perfumed oil. That's for us, right? For the house? It is. Oh, it is? It smells nice as well. I don't think she would have purchased something if it smelled unpleasant. With the Citadel watching over you, you resume your walk. Do you find it easier to orient yourself? Somewhat. Do you think you could reach the rest from here? Of course. You learn to hold your breath while wading through the alleys to avoid the stench. Sudden noise makes you stop in your tracks. Great clamor comes from a nearby street, and even without breathing, you recognize the smell in the air. Smoke.
Oh no.
Oh shit! You know it's serious when the voice acting kicks back in. Uh-oh. You don't feel the warmth of the fire, but hear it sizzling. Flames erupt from the windows of a two-story building. A line of people passes buckets from the nearby well, but it's not enough.
Let's stay out of their way.
They're merely trying to contain the fire as it burns everything inside the building. Can't we help? I'm helping. Bye. Join the line. Boy passes you a bucket heavy with water, which you hand to a woman. Marine steps forward and her— oh, that's right, you have magic! Her arms gently sway in a frenzied motion. I thought you were gonna do a water thing. I'm not sure that lightning's gonna help. crackles with thunder. Oh! Okay, never mind. Marnie claws it open, and a torrent comes crashing down from a tear in the air. Her eyes are wide and scared. Oh, shit! Controlled by her motions, the water drenches the building and chokes out the blaze among the cries of the bystanders. The magic she controls is not kind. It summons winds that whip your hair on your face, and every time the water slams against the brick, its splashes are like ice-cold needles. Once the fire's extinguished, the soot-black water disappears as Marine clenches her fist, a motion that repairs the tear in the sky as well. From the remains of the door, a figure emerges, a woman in rags. In her charred arms, a frail-looking boy coughs violently. She places the boy down, and you swear she smiles at you before disappearing into an alley. Was that rad grandma? Was that badass grandma? It looked like it. Wait, come back. Oh no, I'm so curious. I mean, oh no. No, you can't do this to me. This is such a tough choice. Fuck. Oh no. I mean, oh. She probably is too sneaky for me, right? The fucking last time we saw her, she like snuck up on us and we had no idea. She probably got that stealth 100. Let's make sure Marine is okay. Her hands are shaking. You reach her side and gesture for her to leave the busy street.
Yes, that is for the best.
Nobody follows her. Nobody thanks her. All you see once you give one last glance at the crowd are fearful looks and the symbol of the goddess drawn in the air. You find refuge in an alley. Despite the condition of her hands, Marine begins flattening the creases of her dress.
That was terrifying.
I should not have done that.
What? But you helped.
There you are.
What? A hooded figure suddenly emerges from the corner of your eye. Are you...
We have rules for a reason.
Are you made of shadow? What the fuck is this shit? Suddenly paler, Sigh steps in front of you to shield you from him.
Breaking them has consequences. Even for someone like you.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. Get the hell out of here, weirdo.
I know.
What? No. What? As she takes his hand, she turns toward you, resigned, despairing, and filled with regret. Wait, no. Wait, no. Fuck that. Hey, no.
May she muster the courage to escape those shackles.
Blue mist envelops them, and the two are gone before your very eyes. Hey, no. Wait, no. Fuck that. Hey, no. Whatever fucking stupid bullshit that is, absolutely not. Actually, I refuse. Actually, she helped, and you're full of fucking garbage. Fuck.
That was the warden.
The who?
The warden?
The one that keeps the mages in check.
What? But she did stuff before. What was different this time?
Didn't you see what she did to the sky? She broke it.
I mean, but then she fixed it. Big fucking whoop, dude. Before today, Marine had only used her magic for quaint purposes, lighting candles and drawing baths. That same magic allowed her to harness the rage of a storm, fight against its wild nature to bend it to her will. She did follow the warden willingly. That means she'll be fine, right? Hers was resignation, not volition. Don't use the fancy words with me! You both look at the spot where Marine stood. Never thought I'd feel bad for her. A whisper enamored with Marine has always mentioned freedom, and now she's been taken away. We gotta help her! This is bullshit! Silas? I don't like the face you're making. We gotta help her. We gotta. We need to help her. The warden didn't take her to a normal jail. He took her to the halls. It's a place we can't even enter. She sounds quite relieved about it. Have you seen what she can do? Imagine pissing off a legion of them. I mean, yeah, but fuck that shit. I can do shadow shit, maybe, if I try hard enough about it, I think. Right? I haven't tried it yet, I think. But we could. She looks at you in disbelief. You do know that if something happens to you, the place has no door. You do not waver. She does. Ladies, aid me. Fine. At best, nothing happens. At worst, a mage comes out and asks us why we're bothering them or something. Seal seems convinced it won't work. But what if it does? The marble walkway that leads to the halls is framed by gentle waves that glitter like jewels. Oh, we're just walking in the front door, huh? I mean, I guess there's not really another door. Shit. This is stupid. Okay, now that we've gotten to this point, I'm reconsidering. This is stupid. You're right. You're right. This is stupid. Fuck. In the distance, formed into being by magic, the waterfall plunges and spills over. Doesn't this place give you the chills? I mean, why? What is making you uneasy about this? It's kind of cool. It's too perfect. Where's the algae or lime scale? Every inch is sparkling clean, and even the ivy that crawls along the walls does so in a perfectly straight line. Okay, yeah, that's weird. Okay, admittedly, that part's a little creepy. Is that the reason most people avoid coming here? I mean, that and the risk of running into a mage. You approach the waterfall, expecting to feel slightly chillier or to have the water splash on you. But it doesn't. Wait, is it just a fucking illusion? Are your eyes deceiving you? Is there even a waterfall at all? Please don't touch that. I'm gonna touch it. Oh, I mean, I want to touch it. But what if I touch it? Looking at it from the side is a decent option, but I also want to touch it after. I'm gonna touch it. Pass your hand through the water and feel nothing. Not the force of it pushing against you, not the freshness of the water, not it splashing against you. But you do see the stream part and the drops hit you. Only your eyes are deceived. Interesting. What the fuck? Wait, dude. Dude, look. Do I have to? She opens the eyes she had squeezed shut to look at you. You move your arm through the stream and then show her your dry sleeve. It's a fucking illusion. I knew it made no sense, but the brick wall behind it is real. How do you know that? Is it? You reach deeper into the waterfall and feel the same nothingness. I don't think it is. I can walk in. No, you can't. Nobody can. I mean, fucking watch me, dude. You try. You try it. You do it. It can't just be me, right? That would be weird. Also, I don't want to go through it if it is just me. That's scary. We gotta use the buddy system here. You try. Can you try? I don't... She looks around the deserted square with a grimace. Please aid me. Things I do for you. She sticks a finger through the waterfall, squeezes her eyes shut, and pushes part of her arm in. See? Told you. It's a brick wall. Her fingers touching it, but when you do the same, your hand passes through. Wait. Not for me, though. Oh, piss. You step fully into the waterfall, and for a moment, the purest darkness envelops you. It's strangely comforting in its lack of everything. Smells, sights, sounds. Then you blink, and where the fuck? And a wondrous view steals your breath away. A golden field as far as the eye can see. Above you, a perfect blue sky showers the wheat with warm light, but there's no sun. There's no life. No insects on the grains, no birds in the sky, no worms in the soil. The only landmark is a gargantuan olive tree that spirals and gnarls atop a gentle hill. I'm just gonna walk. We're not supposed to be here. We probably shouldn't make ourselves known. Wheat parts for you, fanning prettily with the grace of a dancer. You only take a few steps before you spot a figure lying down with the shade of a chapbook on their face. It's a young man dressed in blue. Once the wheat parts next to him, his head jolts toward you and he lets out a startled cry. I lost track of time. I was supposed to... His face scrunches in confusion. Jesus, you're fucking tall. His face scrunches in confusion and he stands up. He towers over you with his height, but his beardless cheeks betray just how young he is. Miss, are you lost? He doesn't suspect a thing. Good. I'm... Yes. Do you want to help me? I'm indeed lost. Could you help me? Of course. Where were you supposed to go? To the jail of the halls. The jail?
Paolo? Lectures resumed 15 minutes ago.
Jesus Christ. Fucking jump scared me, dude. Fucking gave me a fucking heart attack. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeesh. A game? Behind you, a man clears the lenses of his spectacles before donning them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was,
Save your excuses for the instructor.
Just like that, young Paolo is dismissed. His eyebrows bow apologetically to you before he trots away. You blink and he's gone. Stern-looking man, however, isn't. Pretty strings fall from his ears and frame his finely shaped face. Not even the hue of his glasses can mask how piercing his eyes are. They could eviscerate you, yet remain distant.
How did you manage to breach the wards?
I just fucking did, dude. Easy peasy. Fucking get good, idiot. Unlike the young man, he knows you're an intruder. I don't know what you're talking about. Huh? Words? What? I didn't see any of those.
I did what? That wasn't my intention, I promise you. I simply walked in.
I just walked here, dude.
You simply walked in.
That's right.
His frown turns pensive. He studies your face, searching for a lie, but can't find any. Oh, that's good.
Very well. I have another question for you, miss. What brought you here?
Your mom?
I'm looking for a friend.
Not even he can mask his surprise.
Do you happen to know where Indigatrix Emerita Marinae might be?
Indigatrix Emerita. I'm gonna try and remember that for the next time I have to say it, because you know I probably will. Indigatrix Emerita. Okay.
Marinae mentioned a woman without memories to me. You must be her.
Is she safe?
Why shouldn't she be?
Cause some fucking dweebus came over and fucking poofed away with her.
Because of the warden.
I take it she was forcibly returned to the halls.
There it is. gaze so sharp it eviscerates you.
She'll need her privileges back to continue her studies of you. Someone who can breach the wards of the halls.
Smile softens his eyes.
Go. I'll make a case for her once she stands in front of the council.
Thanks. Okay. Wait. Should I not believe you? Wait. Shit. I'm gonna trust you, okay? Mostly because you're seemingly not getting me in trouble for this. I'm going. Thanks.
Thank you.
He bows to you.
Think of the outside and take a step back.
Oh.
That sounds too simple.
You do as he said. Blue sky disappears and so does the endless field of golden wheat. Comfortable nothingness surrounds you, and then...
Ladies in the heavens above! You're back! You're back!
Silas jumps up and grabs your shoulder.
And you're real.
Marinee is...
No. Before we talk about this, you need to promise me to never do something like that again.
You know I can't promise that. I am a hazard unto myself.
Pretty please? No?
I'm sorry, dude. I can't make promises that I know I can't keep. You shake your head.
It was worth a try. So, what happened in there? Is the mist safe?
Think she is.
You tell her about the field of endless gold, the young mage lost in his chapbook, and the dour man that cornered you. Surprised they didn't incinerate you on sight. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, I don't think that kid could even hurt a fly, let's be real. I mean, how many mages are locked in there? Hundreds or so? There's bound to be some nice people among them. Yeah. I mean, well. I seem to have run into a couple in a row. Which, you know, probably means that most are decent, right? Right? Most people are decent. Right? That's gotta be true even among mages. Right? Now that's a worldview that will get you killed one of these days. Luckily, you have a bodyguard. Didn't leave the halls with Marinee, but at least you know that she's safe, and your visit might have contributed to the lessening of her punishment. Can we, get out of here? Yes, please. Where to? How about the temple? Victory. We won. Unlike the ethereal beauty of the halls, the temple carries the mark of people throughout. Years of incense smoke has blackened the stucco, and the marble columns have chips and cracks. The people gather underneath the yellow drapes, some newer and bright, some old and faded. The cooler inside is pierced by light that pours from the ceiling, merciless and highlighting footprints and dirt on the marble tiles. Ah, if it isn't Zara. Priest of yesterday stands up from his kneeler to approach you with a smile. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Good afternoon. I don't imagine you're here to offer your services. You exchange a look with Silas, who shrugs. It's up to you, and you find it hard to refuse coin. Wonderful. I'll come back in the evening then. Later. Priest leaves to inform the crier outside, and after several minutes, people begin to approach your table with various missives. I've never heard of this word. How does one pronounce it? Your second encounter with someone from Banu Havidar is with an elegantly dressed merchant. You gather from your interactions with her that the Havidian alphabet is completely different from the one used in Karalis, and that makes deciphering bad handwriting even more of a challenge. This looks like a misspelling of crepuscular, which is a word that I've seen before, but every time I see it, I have to be like, what does this mean? because it just kind of reminds me of muscular, and I'm pretty sure that's not actually it. Crepuscular. Oh, of resembling or relating to Twilight. Ah, not like muscular at all. Muscular, but for Twilight. I'll tell my friend to revise the difference between P and Q. Thank you. Among the lighter messages, you notice several funerary notices for the countryside. Very few tears are shed. People of Caerleon seem accustomed to death. Every time your thoughts drift to Marinée and her predicament, someone in need approaches you. That's what work is good for, truly. Money and not thinking. That's literally the only use for it. I'm sorry, miss. I'd be grateful if you could read this for me. The servant hands you a crumpled scrap of paper with a scorch mark. The message is sooty and smells like smoke. Looks scavenged from a hearth. It says, "The infant had your brother's eyes." Oh. The use of the past tense gives you pause. Yes? I mean, I have a job, and it's not to ask questions, I guess. The way that the music completely went away is kind of scary. Also, this kind of reminds me of something from the prologue that was also scary. Oh no, now I'm even nervous. Even more nervous. Well, here we go. Uh-oh. The infant had your brother's eyes. She inhales sharply. The Lady of Dusk took such a liking to them. A silent sob shakes her frame, choked out by her raspy breath. Her eyes transfixed onto the scrap of paper filled with tears. Hey, you should sit down. She hunches over the table, still struggling to breathe. Her hands cradle her belly. She's drenched in dread so thick it steals air from her lungs. But breathe, please. Zara? Brother, she... One look is all he needs to know what to do. He offers her his hands and does not flinch when her grasp is shaky and desperate. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to do it when I tell you. He nods towards you and then at some people that gathered to observe the situation. You nod back and address the bystanders. There's nothing to see here. When he leads her to one of the inner chambers, you follow them from a distance and stay at the doorstep. You're safe here. But my baby. A woman bearing the signs of a recent pregnancy. Message plucked from ashes and fire in an elegant script. Infant returned to dusk. You don't know for how long, she cries, lulled by the shadows and the priest's soothing words. The woman becomes so exhausted she falls asleep by the desk. The priest approaches you with a troubled whisper. I'm afraid to ask what caused this. You show him the scrap of paper and he examines against the light. Bears no heraldry. Shame. Not like we'd be able to do much. His brow furrows. He is a servant of light, and yet shadows encroach upon his heart like thorns, making it bleed with rage. May she deny the murderers the succor of the heavens. Wouldn't the city guard be able to do anything? Resignation weighs heavy on his shoulders. This was the plot of a noble house, I fear. What? Judging from his quiet fury, they're untouchable. Not to a fucking blade, let me tell you. Hey, what if I just go in and stab? Would you mind keeping an eye on this poor soul? My brothers and sisters of the Prime are better equipped at dealing with this kind of matters than I'll ever be. I'll call for one of them. All right, brother. I never introduced myself, did I? You can call me Matya. The woman drifts in and out of consciousness. She does not speak to you, but you stay close in case she needs anything. The priest and priestess of the Prime that come to assist her bear a stretcher, but she prefers to walk. What will happen to her? They will give her shelter and calming herbs and help her heal. Can't something be done? Where? Do we know who? Do we know where? That's all I need to know. I just want to talk. May ladies turn their backs against that accursed house. Which one? Which one? Which one? Hey, brother, which one? Brother Matya's shoulders sag. I think you should call it a day. Hopefully, if Dawn wills it, tomorrow you'll have merrier messages to read. Can't stop thinking about what happened. Can't get the image of the mourning woman out of your head. Her despair resonated with you. Felt like your own. Felt like a scrap of the abyss tucked into her heart. You find Silas waiting for you outside the temple. Do you feel a bit better? You can't say you do, no. Perhaps dinner will lift your spirits. Food is great for that. Before we go to the Rose, can we stop by the seamstresses? It's not the time for this music. I do not feel ready for the cheery music yet. A group of people is amiably chatting outside the stitch and seam. You can go in. We're waiting for our clothes to be pressed. Thank you. Ted seamstress does not seem to be nearby, so you take the opportunity to look around. Anelia is in her usual spot on the floor, hunched over her sewing. The fabric she's working with is black. I thought this shop didn't do stuff for the guilds. Welcome back. Again. She follows the line of your gaze. That's not for a guild. The poor girl lost her mother and didn't have a mourning veil. She hasn't made much progress on your blouse, I'm afraid, but it wasn't a rush job, was it? You can offer your condolences. I think she'd appreciate it. When she sees you approach, Anelia puts down the needle and dons her gloves. The black shawl on her lap is almost done and is embroidered with grapevines and wheat. Anelia, I'm so sorry. Her eyes swell with tears. I told you, right, how I hadn't heard from her in so long. One of the guards came to me and they didn't find her, but she had left a message on her pillow, and if only I had gone to visit her sooner. I'm sure the Lady of Dusk welcomed her with open arms. Amelia nods. How cold of the whisper, how cold of her mother to ignore the tears that flow over her daughter's cheeks. Once they dry, Amelia looks at Silas and you. Is Miss Marinette not with you today? She was, busy. Hall stuff, you know. Very important. You wish to ask Anelia about the heirlooms of her house, the proof of her lineage, but that's hardly appropriate. After giving her your condolences once more, you leave the workshop. I feel bad for her, but hey, once she feels better, she can sell that pretty shawl for a lot of coin. I don't think she intends to sell it. Maybe if I ask really nicely? What in the fucking hell? What are you gonna do with it? Do you need one? Do you need a morning shawl? Not really. I just think I could spin a nice story around it, make it the real last heirloom of her house. It's stitched new. No one would believe it. It's well kept. It even has the family crest on it, embroidered by the last head of the house. Wait. Yeah? Did you recognize her family crest? Yeah, it's from House Casteldon. Why are you making that face? Note tied with a ribbon to a new pair of gloves. The wounds are quite unsightly, dear. Here, to conceal them when you're not working. Order to size up so you can keep the bandages on. Has a surgeon not seen to your wrists yet? Have one take a look. What? What the fuck? What happened? Huh? Enthusiastic young priest with a kind smile. Brother Matteo welcomed you into the Temple of Dawn and was elated when you told him you wanted to offer your reading services. Even on slow days, he always pays you a couple coins. Aww. That's nice. Warden Council of the Halls of Elevation consists of 22 members, or rather 21 plus 1. The unnumbered, the Lemniscate. What? What the fuck does that Lemniscate help? Mathematical shit. Wait, it's the infinity sign. What? What? It's the infinity symbol. The word comes from the Latin lemniscus, meaning a ribbon. What? The unnumbered... Oh, okay, I see what you're getting at. I was like, what the fuck does that... How does that work in this context? Either listed before all other members or after, for they are above them all, despite having no say about the matters adjudicated. Such as the burden of the warden. What? Who? What? Deities worshipped in Banu Havidyar. The four winds, unlike the trio and goddess, walk among mortals and oversee matters of politics, justice, and faith. Carlesian names only vaguely resemble their true Havidian names. Reichel, Maestral. I'm gonna assume these are both said the same way. Like the Y's, I mean, right? Since they both have the little line. Fitzy, and Schluck. I like that one, it's fun to say. Schluck. Raquel is the patron of the arts, maestro of war. Kind Beko turns the tears that fall on the soil of Banu Havidyar into life, while the restless Shiroko makes travelers their chosen. Interesting. Fascinating. I do not care for real world religions much. But I do find fantasy religions really fun and entertaining, especially like when they're... See, I think the real thing, it's not about religion itself. It's that monotheistic religions are boring. But religions like this, like where there's a bunch of different ones and they all have their own little thing. Like that's why fucking Greek mythology is so fun, you know? That's why everybody has that phase where they're like, ooh, yeah, the Greek gods. Let's learn about all of them. Anyways. Morning captive, no! Cannot leave the halls without permission. Cannot use magic outside the halls without permission. You cannot leave the city. You cannot use magic outside the city. If you do, the warden will know. The warden will find you and you will be brought back, willing or not. This is what Marane knows and resents. But why? Tell me why. How do you know? Well, when you deal with items that change hands very often, it's handy to know what's legit and what's not. So if I were to tell you that we need to recover one of the heirlooms of her house... No way. I'm serious. Why? You don't have a good explanation for her, one she would like, without the dead whispering to you. Just trust me. This is kind of my specialty, so I'm in. But first things first, it's dinner time. Yes. This is why we love you, Silas.